Hello and welcome to another art stream. So it's Friday. Hooray! We made it. And I thought, why not do a nice fun stream since I have time to just go nuts and draw all kinds of animals because I don't draw much animals. So maybe I can do some like quadruped based ones like cats and dogs and bears, horse, maybe horses, and mix them with folklore so that I can practice my animal anatomy and have some fun while we're at it too. So, yeah. That's good. One second. Ah. I will finish this because what I found out, I have to explain, not more of an explanation than an apology because apologies are after the effect or what. Anyway, there's this. Well, you can't see it, but anyway, in the menu, there's a thing called record time lapse, and since I reinstalled this, I forgot. It default is set to not recording because it takes up extra memory. But if you have lots of memory, you don't care. So I I didn't even think about it. So that entire Final Fantasy drawing is not recorded. Yeah. And this one isn't. This one, the first round of it's not either. So that's why there's not any time-lapse videos up this week. But there will be next week. Because now I have it set. So now I can just draw on top of them, I think is what I'll do. Or the other ideal is, well, I can draw on top of them and I can do a masking technique that I've seen where people just like run the pen. They just go like back and forth across the screen and they essentially erase the mask and it makes the color appear after just seeing the like the black and just the line work. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So yeah, it's a little disappointing, but it's a chance to just clean them up a little more and give you even better art. So let's stick to that. New drawing, recording, because I do want to maybe make this into. And now I'm going to open my other. Where are you? Oh, I guess there's none. Whoops. No, hold on. No. Okay. F3. F3. There we go. Okie dokie. Nice. Now I have room for. Let's do Pinterest first. I'm gonna open Pinterest and some. Oh, that's a cool sword. Ooh, nice. Someone made a a fake sword, but it's. Oops. Creative Uncut is for that. Let's see. Oh, this is. Oh yeah. Well, okay, that was weird. What is this? Is this for? Oh right, this is for. I think this is the one. Figurosities. Practice tools. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one we want. Animal drawings. I'm going to start with aquatic, actually. I'll put a random time because I'm just going to pause them only show live animals. Well, then why don't we do birds, aquatic animals, reptiles? Well, we'll start with just, you know what? I'm gonna just check everything anyway. So why don't we just do all mammals and yeah, these. I think birds. I don't like no equines, please. Fine, I'll do equine. Hippo. That's an interesting start. Okay. So, not the best. Just kind of a fun shape, kind of. Woo! Actually, there is a tale I heard about the hippo, the first hippo. It's this really cool story of a princess that gets this really powerful magic and then realizes that she shouldn't use it for violence, and she ends up, because she's dealing with this hippo that's eating too much of their crops. And I believe it was her father, who's the shaman, basically points out and it's like, it wasn't really true. It was doing that, but it wasn't trying to kill it. It wasn't hurting us, so maybe let it live. And that was the first. And it was this crazy hippo with like a furnace in its mouth. So maybe that would be kind of a cool thing to do. We'll start with this, and then maybe like just put like a smoke, like a little chimney in its coming out of its back, or like vents on its mouth. Oh, a couple things I could do. So first, let's just draw the hippo. Wish we had more than one. Well, this is what we can do. I can get the prompts here, and then go to Pinterest. Hippo. There we go. That's a lot more images. So, okay. This is a better picture. It's also interesting that story is about like showing mercy to hippos, because they are one of the I do agree that animals deserve respect and should be protected. At the same time, hippos are one of the most violent animals ever. Still, they should be respected and left alone. So it's kind of crazy that they're just like this giant gaping maw that's just do 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 do. So with this, I can draw like, I think for this one I'll draw like almost like a, not like a frog kind of thing there, like, but just like this could be all like heated underbelly, or it could just be like that, and then this area will be like a fire coming out of there, and you can make sure that the mouth is full of these nasty sharp teeth. There you go. Get a closer view. It does have some teeth up there, like kind of. It's got crushing teeth, like it's got. Oh, music. Forgot the music today. Gotta put it on. What should I do for this? Well, we're doing fantasy characters, but it's Friday, so some League of Legends. Woo! Okie dokie. I said it earlier, I don't know, but the reason there wasn't any time-lapse videos this week is because when I reinstalled everything on my computer, this new one, I forgot that it turns off the default. It resets it, so now when you first start it up, it doesn't automatically record anything. So I've been doing all these drawings lately since the beginning of the year, and none of it's recorded. So, but like I said, also what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm just gonna use it as a way to go back and clean those up a little bit more, and then just show that process with the time lapse, and use it as a learning experience too, to always make sure. But also I can do some other things too with the try some other formats, since this is a new year and I did want to try some other stuff anyway, so it kind of forces me to do that anyway, so not all is lost. But this is like a fantasy hippo based on a story of one with a so I want to give it like a lava skin, actually. It's like these like I forget. I think it had more than four legs though in the story, but I can't remember. I can always go back if I really like this one, but let's see. It's amazing how small their legs actually are compared to their body. Like you wouldn't expect those legs to hold up this mass. Like it's just this huge creature. It moves way faster than it should. It's just like... What if I gave it a... Oh, that'd be kind of cool. What if I combined it with Ankylosaurus? Just to make a really big, dangerous animal even more scary. You give it a club tail. Why not? These are, after all, the whole point of this drawing session is one part is to draw some real creatures to practice drawing, but so that the more fun for you, I'm going to add in this fantasy and just mixing of creatures aspect too. So this is like a scary version of a Pokemon or something. It's like nightmare creature. Impenetrable hide and just bad attitude. Why not? Would be kind of ironic if more of the Ankylosaurus came out, so it actually is more chill. Like, despite this big mouth, it really does only eat plants. In comparison to a hippo, which eats what it wants, essentially. Their diet's supposed to be plants, but they do eat other things. It's actually a good combination. Still want to do the lava for the back, kind of like to make it more of an elemental element to it. So maybe I'll just have like rock over on top of the scale, because its mouth is still like a furnace, so it has this like fiery bite. Heavily armored eyes. This is cool, actually. I'm having so much fun doing this. I look forward to seeing what these next... That's why I wanted to just... This is why it's so much more fun to just take time with a drawing. Because sometimes you just come up with something like this just started off as me drawing a regular looking rhino from the side, and then I was like, no, I need a better angle, and then I found this picture, and it just inspired me to make this. And maybe I'll even make it like walking in lava, so like, or maybe not, maybe that's too far, but let's see more of the... And you know what? What I'll do is I'll just do some sketches first, and then later in the stream I'll go back and start coloring them. Or maybe we'll see how it goes. But either that, or I'll just color them off, and I'll choose my favorite ones to make into time-lapse videos, because I'm already liking this idea a lot. Kind of had it later in... I know I was saying earlier that I would do a comic stream, but I thought this would be more fun for you, the viewers, because if I do a comic stream, it's just going to be me staring at the screen trying to figure out the story, and that's not the fun part of comic creation. I'd rather just show you a time-lapse video for that. Oh, I know. There's one more thing I need. We need a babu. Where's a little, just a little guy? Is that a, where's a baby rhino? Not rhino. Yes, let's put a baby rhino with the hippo. I'm sure they'll get along great. Baby hippo. Yes. Just a little guy. Down here. They are, for something that turns into such a massive creature, they are really adorable as when they're infants. Like, they just have this like babu. Maybe I'll make another one on the back. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm up here. Yeah, their head is so much smaller. Look at, they're just like this little. Make the ears floppy. Little guy, little guy. Little Chubbo. Maybe they don't have their full. They just have a light, like. She's protecting her cubs. Or what are the. Baby hippos, I'm not sure. I don't know what they're called. Yes. Little tongue out. Yeah. Let's see. And there's illustrate more of the folds in the skin, kind of as maybe like a lighter. Like this one will probably be like a brighter orange little. And then when they get older, it turns hard and becomes like this outer shell that's really strong. Just a little guy, little friend on its mom, chilling out, little buddy. Yeah, they're really have... Well, that's an angry looking one. That's even scarier than the one I made. I mean, scarier face. They actually do have teeth up here that are kind of poking out, so like there are two teeth up here. Okay. It's so... The little ones are so fun to look. Maybe just a little club. Yeah. Their mouths are even smaller than that, actually, so they'd be more like that. Yeah. They don't really have the teeth. They have these teeth, I believe, or like a weaker version of those, but they don't have these crazy teeth yet. Alex, I like this. Yeah, this is cool. Let's try another one. That was just a random a random prompt that made that, and I did that in less than half an hour. Wow, nice. Next drawing. A bear. Okay, cool. I do have an idea for this one. Bear. Let's say I think it's that's a black bear, so that's what I'll use for reference. Yeah. Okay. Bears just have this really imposing, like, upward. I mean, they're scary no matter what they're doing, and impressive at the same time. But they have this, like, when they stand up, they're just you know that they mean business. So I think it'd be kind of cool to have. Once again, like, it'd be fun to do a little cub too. So I'll put room over here for a little cub behind. Yeah, kind of like the mama bear is protecting her cub. Silly old bear. In this case, I was gonna mix it with a leshy. It's just a little kind of. I figure super strong bear mixed with this forest deity would be kind of a cool mix. Or forest spirit, really. I know what you're thinking. This bear did not steal my horns. Would never stand a chance. See. Yeah. It's fun finding, like, looking for shapes and animal anatomy is always a good way to first start. And I'm actually going to try and do this. I think maybe next week I'll do one of these on Friday for, and I might change what these videos are called from Let's Draw to, like, watch me learn ... kind of thing. Like, watch me learn animals and watch me learn how to draw cars, and then, yeah. and airplanes and things that I don't usually draw. Maybe even horses one day. Maybe one day Sean will be good at horses. Stranger things have happened. Let's get I don't know. For the sake of this, I don't know if I even need to do the growling. I think having it staring at you is scary, and maybe like the beginning of growling. Like maybe it's like got its lower lip kind of showing and a few teeth, but it doesn't really need to. Maybe like a cat and got its fur. And I was gonna give it actually like extra long arms. But I gotta look at how their arms. Yeah, their arms kind of go like that. Kind of like that. So now I just gotta make that longer. Because essentially they have to look like they can also turn into legs that can run as a quad on all fours. That's all claw. Yeah, there. It doesn't. I mean, it's a little bit of. I'm putting a little exaggeration, but they do have very long claws. And I believe black bears are the ones that you have to make yourself look big to scare them. But this guy probably wouldn't work for him. Or her in this case, because it's a mom. Protecting her little one down here. And maybe a little skull. Like it only has 2 horns for its. And then maybe. One sec, I'll be right back. I don't want to. Get some water. I think I'm gonna add some vegetation around this creature to show that it's part of nature. Like it's gonna have like full like leaves and bramble all over its body. It has extra like camouflage and armor. That was an exaggeration, but let's see, like something kind of like I can always make more detail later, but this side's since it doesn't want to hurt its cub, those claws aren't as... I guess normally it wouldn't really... For this... Let's see how its form is. Because I don't want to take away from... The whole point of these drawings is to draw actual animals, so... And then build upon them. So if I don't get the anatomy right, that's kind of defeating the purpose. There we go. There's a... Wow, they do strand... They actually have longer legs than I thought. Is that someone in a suit? No, that's a bear. I was like, that must be a person in a suit. But no, they do have long legs. Which I guess makes sense, because they gotta double as, like... They are fast, so... I can't remember how fast black bears are, but I know that... I thought I remember something about them going at least over 25 miles an hour or something like that, but I could be wrong. Point is, faster than, well... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're faster than people. I know polar bears are faster than people. Unfortunately, they're the last thing you want faster than you in it. They actually do have, like... Almost like if... Their claws are actually big enough that they kind of go like that. On the ground. And the cubs are really cute, just like before. I might make, you know what, that's too boring. I'm gonna make it so its head's tilting to the side. Like that. So, little guy. Probably the creepy thing, I mean, the thing about mixing these two things is that just adds more to it is that, like, their skin, their fur is so dark that all you would just see is just like this just dark, like, underbrush coming towards towards you. I don't know how to draw. I think I'll just put in some guides right now, but I'm trying to think of, like, how I'm gonna put in the thorn. Maybe what'd be cooler actually is if they actually had, like, flowers on them and stuff like that too. This guy's just got little buds on the sides. This is a nice pen. It's got like a Makes a nice, easy, solid line without having, and I don't have to push too hard to just get the hint of a line, which when I'm not in a hurry, it's always nice because then you can just fix it later. And I like the idea of like flowers actually, because even though it's scary, it's a forest guardian kind of, so it doesn't have to be like, it's not naturally mean, it's just protective. So everything about it would be about like just making sure that that nature's being respected and is safe. So it's a model of this kind of creature training its cub to take over later on. You know what? It does take away. I'm going to leave the mouth closed. Because it shouldn't look... It doesn't need... I mean, it's such a huge, like, imposing shape. It... Growling kind of takes away more than anything else. So... Oops. It's a bear. It wants to let out a bellow, sure, but it doesn't really need to. Oops. Yep. Sorry. Just 1 second, I'm just gonna... Do 1 second. Right. Okay. So there. All right. So, and for this one, we can just do like, just give it some mood. Put it in like this forest scene. I've drawn a lot of trees because I used to go on hikes all the time. And I think the best thing to think is that like they're always organic shapes. They're not like, don't just draw like that. It's they grow towards they grow and move towards the sun usually. So like just make sure that they have like an interesting shape and like sure the branches make sense. Good. But still, like branches go everywhere, so you can kind of. I figure, oops, that's too wispy. kind of hide this creature a little bit and show how it can live in this forest by making these branches kind of shaped like it's antlers. Might make like ones that go like this. I don't know if that's a good idea. Those look like they're gonna hit it. Make those ones shorter. I think. Nah, I won't do that. When I practiced drew this, I also drew on some other different types of horns as well, but I think just deer is good enough. For this anyway. It's no, it would just be black. I think would be the best. Because I actually do have a tuft of fur that's shaped like that, so that kind of would fit in with like. I can make it like a dark green. I don't know what I should do for the legs. If I should add more, just keep it as. Oops, it's not long enough. Didn't think I'd have to say that. Well, I guess what it is that their legs kind of go like this. So that I do have them the right length. They just maybe the hips too wide is the other problem. Well, it could just be bigger, I'll say. or I'm gonna clean this up. Make this a bit more like that, so that it's now it's more the right shape. Yeah, and then I can actually, with this one, do this. Oh, that's way too big. That's not big enough. I can kind of start to work on, whoops, lower the density a little bit. More. There we go. at least put in a hint of the shading so that I can add in some more. Just to add more to the mood of the. Plus, it'd be kind of cool to make this like a drawing that's taking place at like. Maybe like there's just like the only thing light in this will be the moon, kind of drawing. That would look really cool. I'm so glad I went with this instead of my original idea, which was to make it more of a mix of a bunch of different animals. So, because originally I was going to do like a add in like tiger arms and other things, and I'm like, bears are good on their own. You don't need to. Besides, that would take away from what I want to do with this drawing session, which is just learn to draw animals. So, this is smarter. And more fun. Where's the little guy? Oh, there's the little guy. Yeah, little ears start poking up like this. Boop. Boop. Like their nose right, because otherwise it looks like a cat. I don't want that. It's more of a lengthy. Kinda. But then, I guess what makes it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. That's better. Kind of like that. And then. Actually, better idea. I got a better idea. Do, 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 do. Oops. No. No. First, I don't need the body. I just want to move the head. Don't worry. Make it. Little guy's gonna be peeking out from behind mom. And then I can just select all this. Whoops. Select all this. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. There. How come I didn't do that before? That would have been a smart move. That would have been a better way to erase. Oh well. Yeah, because just for a note, so people don't make the same mistake I made, if you're using Clip Studio, if you want to get rid of an area really quick, delete. Oh, but you don't see it. Darn. These tutorials are useless. But anyway, there's an option when you make a selection to delete. So, the more you know. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. It's the little guy. little thing hiding behind. But if anything, that probably makes this more scary because, like, I think it's. Yeah, nothing makes bears more protective than when their cubs are around. Actually, that really gives it some more depth, and like makes it definitely more dramatic when I added in that dark. These are actual deer horns, so they're going to be like. Let's make this a big. Looks like it has really thick horn. Maybe. That's too much. Let's not go too crazy. You know what? I'll just do one more layer and then I'll move on to my next one. I just want to add in a little of the green just so I know it's there. Oops. I'll just add in the dark part of the green just so I know where it's going to be. That. And then the little one's just got a little bit on its shoulders. Maybe nah. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And then I can I'll add in more, probably like a purple or a. I'll just use the lighting from the moon to do the rest of the coloring. And I'm going to obviously color in the, I'll probably make like white lilies or something, or... Hello! Thanks for dropping by, Summit. I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight? Just drawing some animals. Practicing my anatomy for, and how to, yeah, just my animal anatomy, because I don't usually draw animals too much. But figure there's bound to be a, considering there's a character in my comic that studies animals, I'm definitely gonna have to draw a bunch, so it would be good to know. But so yeah, I did that one first. It's a hippo mixed with a Ankylosaurus, and also it's like a fire element to it too. Like it's like this like a furnace inside of it. So yeah, I'm gonna do another one right now. So let's see. What's our next animal? Okay. You want to play that game with me? Fine. It's a rhino. Which actually is kind of... it's different enough from a hippo, I guess, so... They're much... They're more aggressive just because they have poor eyesight than anything else, so... That's a... Cattle. How do you say that? Let's see. Catoblepus? I guess it's like the they were in Ice Age. They're like they're an ancient version of I mean, ancient. They're prehistoric version of like an ancestor of rhinos. They have like this weird like I don't even know how to describe it. Like a bulldozer. They have like a weird thing on the front of their head that's not like a horn. It's more... I don't think what I want to mix the rhino with. I had one thought, but I'm worried it's too cliche. I'll do it. I was going to mix it with a unicorn. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah. And this is perfect because this is another one with a young one and a baby and a mother or a parental. Yeah. So like, this is the body. Oh, the other thing I could mix it with is like that's another living creature. I don't want to mix two living creatures. This isn't Avatar. This isn't Last Airbender. This is for my comic where fantasy creatures are mixed with living creatures and some ancient creatures. Man, there. Want to shrink this down again. I always make them kind of big. That's okay. I'm just kind of working out the shapes, so. Beep 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 beep. Is a better one? Yeah, they're all good. I'll start with the basic shape, and then I'm going to go in and make this more unicorn-like. I think that really just means adding a mane, really. To it. Adding a mane to a rhinoceros, why not? No, if I don't need to do a young one for everyone. I mean, I guess I could, but don't I have to? This is one unicorn that you don't want to mess with. if that Red Bull tried to chase this thing, I think it would have a very different ending. I don't think this guy would run away. Or yeah, they I guess I could, instead of a second protrusion, I can kind of make it like a, what if it has like crystals going down its back instead. Like they were almost the beginning of more, but they just kind of... I keep forgetting that its mouth is actually touching the ground there, so that's, it's perfectly fine for me to draw it like that. Because it's just eating, just munching on grass. Hey D, just drawing a rhino unicorn. Because why not? I was just saying how the last unicorn would have ended very differently if this had been the unicorn. It's like that bull would have been like, oh, never mind. I was almost tempted to also put in some elements of the its ancestor, but nah. I think it's good on it. This alone is, I think it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and here I'll show you the other ones really quick. I'm sure you'll check them out later too, but this is the here's my hippo mixed with Ankylosaurus. And since hippo babies are really cute, I'm like, or cubs or whatever they are, I thought they were great, so I put them in too. And this one was originally going to just be based around an African folktale about I forget where. I apologize because it's been a while since I've heard the story, but it's the story of like one of the first fabled stories of hippos, where like this princess is or the chieftain's daughter is like, he's like a shaman as well, and she gets some of his magical abilities, so she almost turns into like a Marvel character where she's just like super strong and super fast, and she takes on this hippo that's been eating their crops, and it has like a furnace in its mouth. So I thought I'd mix that tale with an Ankylosaurus and make something just epically huge and angry and dangerous. But mainly, while it's like, it's an omnivore, but it prefers plants. But just don't go near it. And then for my second one, I did a leshy mixed with a bear. a black bear. So yeah, I got the little cub behind the mom. And then you saw the third one, which is I'm working on right now, which I gotta put the black in now. Now I got a good. I don't know if I like this pose though. You know what? I kind of do because it's very kind of a very chill kind of vibe. It's just eating grass. But I'm just trying to I'm trying to just get better at drawing animals, honestly, is what the stream's about. It's just me trying to clean up my anatomy on drawing different species. Because I figure in my comic that's going to be a big thing, is that Grace catalogs everything. And I just remembered an early thing I did when I came back with this character is when I started talking about my comic on here, was that one thing I wanted to do was make a catalog, a bestiary of all the creatures Grace runs into. So this is good practice for that, because I meant to do that was going to be something I was going to do on this channel, and actually that can be something I'll start this year, is releasing I'll do I'll do speed paints, but then I'll also have an area of this which will just be for in like a fantasy creature bestiary of everything that she's run into that's been changed by all the quakes that are shifting reality. So I think that'll be cool. Thank you. Yeah, this has been fun, honestly. I don't draw animals much, so it's nice to. This really makes me. I'm gonna have to go to the zoo sometime and just when it gets nicer, obviously, and like in the spring, I'll have to go do that. Enjoy try and get set up a sketch session with some local artists and go and draw some animals. But I think I'm gonna add the make it look more like a unicorn horn a little bit, like that. There we go. Just your friendly unicorn. With the Humvee model. So, if you're still there, do you have any suggestions on fantasy creatures for the next animal? Here, I'll show you what it is. 1 second. Okay. I'm game. It's a, it's an otter. So, yeah. Maybe a kappa? Or what would go good with an otter? They are fierce little creatures. What's an aquatic fantasy creature? I'm gonna think about this for a second. I don't want to just rush. So I'm glad I didn't finish this yet because I need to think. So. An otter. Like, maybe a siren? Or a siren would make more sense than... Or what are some other sea creatures? I mean, there's like shape-shifting horses, but let's try and find sea creatures. So yeah. Maybe something Lovecraftian even? I don't know. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, there's like... There's giants in the ocean, there's... Oh, that's cool, but that's not what I'm doing. Huh. What is that? Some of these things are just so scary. There's just a sponsor that's just a hand with a mouth, and it's the size of a person. And the fingertip nails are also... Yeah, no, it's scary. This is hard, because I don't want to just, like... I mean, I kind of did with some of the other ones, so it's not like it would be against the rules for me to, like... Yeah. What is that? Oh, that's something else. Yep. Yeah, pictures of, like, spiders mixed with bulls and snake cats. Nope, no snake cat. What's this? This actually looks like an otter. I don't know what legend that is. It's got a hand on its tail? Nope. That's too creepy. I want something that's not actually like an actual... Like, it'd be more fun to mix it with something that's aquatic that's not it. Like... I'm gonna draw one. I'm gonna start drawing one just for, and then I'll see if I can get a good shape. And then I was thinking like a serpent, even, like because of how they move in the water. I mean, how like Long and Weasel, they're in the same like shape as weasels, kind of, where they kind of are like that in the water. So, maybe a bunch of arms or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I guess it could just be. But let's see. There must be something that I could use. Maybe like a sea dragon or something mixed with one. Yeah. What if I do like a Chinese dragon kind of thing almost with one, but like a sea version? That could work. Yeah, let's do that. Because they kind of have, like I said, they kind of move like that. So, like, here's one making like a, let's see, I'm gonna get that. All I would have to do is just exaggerate them, but they do kind of move. Like, here's one in the, there's like a picture of one going like this, and he's got like, his chest is here, body's here. Got another leg, one of his legs is coming off like this. And then just have to, all I would have to do is just make his tail a little longer. But yeah, I like this. This is kind of cool. Or I can just have like a beard coming off of it, or something like fins, or like they have extra fur, like a mane, but it makes them look kind of like it's like a dragon's face. Maybe their mouth is a little more elongated, slightly bigger. I mean, they already do have a pretty big. For looking cute, I mean, if you've seen pictures of them like defending their homes, they don't mess around. Like, they are tough little guys. Don't you think so? Yeah. I like this form. It looks... Wait, is this a... Hang on. I might have actually even found something that's even cooler to help me bridge the gap. Is this an ancient, like a ancestor? Yeah! That's what we'll do. I figured it out. I'll do what I did with the hippo, where I'm going to put in a little bit of their ancestor to make them look even more intimidating. Because they're big. They look like they're... They're over 20 feet long. They're like 25 foot long creature. Yikes. Yeah, it's like they're huge. Wow. Cool. Or is this a sea lion? I don't know if this is a sea lion or if it's a... Whatever. I could borrow from other things. My drawing. But I still like the Sea Dragon too. So we're going to keep that in there as well. Sea Dragon. Sea Dragon swim. Swim, dragon, swim. Because some of them have... Let's see. I think also the mistake that people make when they see this creature is they see the snoot and they think it's cute. And it's like, I don't know if you want to boop that snoot. You'll probably get bit. A lot. Especially if its kids are nearby again. It's like... The other thing I was going to do is if I got a jaguar, I was going to make it mixed with a dragon. But I think this is actually more fun because of how small these things are. These things are smaller than that, so it's almost more fun to give them like the mane of around the face. Could work. Yeah. Like that. Like it's like kind of like attached to the sides of their... And they have a few whiskers up front. Where'd my drawing, where'd my actual thing of... for reference go? Oops, no. No. There we go. The other foot goes like this. Okay. Just want to make sure I get the anatomy down before I start going too crazy. But this is really fun, just like having... these are all random. What I'm doing is I got this like figure. There's a site called Figurosity. Where'd it go? Oh no, this is Line of Action with dashes between them. line-of-action.com and so I'll put it. Oops. Okay, never mind. Hang on, I think I can do this. Hold on, I'll put it in chat. Let's see. Wait, why am I... I guess I'll sign in. I'll be chatting as my other... Hang on. Switch. What? Quiet, Bill Nye. Not now. Okay. There you go. So if you ever want to check, just check that out. That should lead. Yep, leads right to it. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's what it is. That's right. So that's good for practicing. Obviously, if you're under I don't know, under 16, and you want to, for the figure drawing, ask your parents first. But for anyone else, it's like it's good for drawing figures. It's good for drawing animals. It's good for drawing hands. So there you go. I think I just. So I hope that helps people out. Let's see. What if I do like a person, like just to show how much bigger it is than me people? Maybe I'll put like a swimmer in the background. He's just like, what the? Yeah. It's like, oh no. Yeah, good. It's really helpful. I definitely recommend it. I'm gonna probably use it more for the another thing on it I really want to use more in the future on this for is there's a what is that, the scene one. I'd like to try that out sometime. Don't know why I'm spending so much time. It's like if you've ever seen like pictures of jaguars underwater, it is terrifying. Because they look perfectly chill. I mean, in that they're like in their element, kind of. They look very aggressive. Like, oh no, this thing could get me anytime. I think I'm gonna give it like a tail, like an eel kind of, or knife fish kind of tail at the end, attached to it, to give it some extra push in the water. Let's see. What else should I do for this? I think I'm pretty good. And they do have, they're actual, they do have longer. Look at that. Well, so make them longer. Yeah, I don't know if for people to see. I'm adding in, I think, I gotta look up what this is. It's driving me crazy. Because sometimes people do this thing where they, oh, let's see. Open a new link. Hello? Open. Right, but is this a fantasy creature or is this a real thing? Oh. Oops. Okay. My bad. I did not realize that somebody had mixed in concept art with actual. It looks like this artist is really good and makes it look kind of like a scientific drawing. So I thought it was real. Wonder what. I'm gonna type that in though. I'm curious. Prehistoric otter. Or seal. Yeah, whatever. Well, they were just bigger. So. Oh, that's cool. That's almost... I'm still happy with mine. There's this, giant... Oh, that is a type of otter. So maybe I will... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to add that at the end. Its tail actually does open up into... But I'm going to add this, like... And this isn't me making it a mermaid. I mean, kind of. It kind of has, like... I'm making it more like a serpented way. But also... Just... Like... Actually, they weren't that big. But I'm going to make mine, because this is a mutation. Because they were more like, it looks like 8 feet long, possibly. Probably, actually more like 12. A 12-foot long animal that, and its tail ended in like this like huge fin, like a kind of like an oar almost at the end of its tail to give it like extra push, and it yikes. That's a big animal, and mine's even bigger because this thing is like, mine's just like the kaiju version of that. It's like, let's just take that size and then make it even bigger. Because theirs just kind of looks more like, what if a tiger had a mermaid tail? Whereas this is like... nightmares. But I like that I stuck to the shape of the end of the... of the otter, so I'm glad I did that. Still, I like that. I also like, even though this is kind of, yeah. Oh, that looks good. And then I'll just quickly just add in some more a little bit of color with this, or not even color. Just I'm just gonna add in some more. Give it some dark areas. It's not like its feet are just... And then maybe it's kind of just like its top side is just pure, really dark. The great bearded otter. Nice. Pretty happy with this, actually. Oops, actually, I don't like that. Oh, I don't know why I did all that. I can just do this. Yeah. It's kind of like this membrane where it can use to like put, and then I'll make it so like it has, but this part is solid. So it's like kind of like a seal's flipper kind of at the end with like this like oar that can push off with, but this is fur. So yeah, that looks cool. Look at how big this thing is compared to a human. It's crazy. Oops. Oh dear. Cool. Yeah, that looks great. I like that. Can even just lower the opacity a little bit, and there we go. Yeah, cool. So get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll do at least one more, because why not? I'm having a lot of fun. That's another bear. No. Yeah, elephant would be interesting. Okay. It's a tough... Man, what could I mix with an elephant? Some kind of land elemental, or... Titans. No, dumb... Not attack on Titan. Earth. Yeah. This doesn't help. I'm just getting pictures from Marvel or Teen Titans and one thing that's I guess they wish I knew what that was. I mean, I could mix it with a mammoth, kind of. Mammoth with Oh. I want to have some pictures of an actual. Whoops. Get oops. Pictures of an actual, like, elephant. Okay. Oops. No. Elephant. It's the elephant show. What if I did that? I'll make a spider elephant. Gosh, I don't even remember what that song is, and I'm scared to look it up and play it here because I think I'll get in trouble. Because okay. That's funny. That's a cool picture. But problem is I want a good picture of an elephant, and it's like they're so massive that like you can only really get like their head and a little bit of their legs because they're just a bulldozer. Oh, there's a good. That's kind of a good pose. If I just get that, but better, that would be even better. Seems like. Sorry, I'm just looking through these. There's a lot of good images. Well, that's kind of cool. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of like, well, that's good. I'll do this one. I can do that right now. Actually, let's just do this so that I can. Okay. Whoops. Do 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 do. Oops. Went for the head first. Shouldn't have done that. It's just tough with these creatures because it seems like so much of them is the head. That like. I'll just do what it shows first, and I'm gonna draw what I see first, and then I'm gonna like kind of with the otter. I'm gonna work off what I have instead of just trying to 100% make it up. Trying to think of what would be good with these giant, magnificent creatures. What would be good to mix with them? I imagine something else that's like kind of a beastly, like I don't. Huh. I mean, one thing would be to make make its tusks just more impressive, I suppose. And do 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 do. Kind of go into this. I can make them longer though. But for now, this is what the drawing, what my reference has. So I'm gonna, like I said, start with this and then go from there. It's also amazing how, like, when they want to be, they can be really quiet. Like they have these, their legs kind of have like a shock absorbent kind of ability to them, where they can, when they step down, it won't, like, just, you imagine it would smash everything underneath them, but they have these pads on their feet that help cushion them so that they don't have a lot of stress on the bottoms of their feet with how much weight's being supported. So she goes lower than there. Maybe let's think. What would be a cool creature to mix with an elephant? Because they're already such cool animals. So, wait, what about? No. I can look it up though. We'll see. Behemoth from the. Well, that's what that is. I keep seeing these pictures of this tusked creature, and I forgot that that's the creature from Godzilla. Trying to just think. I just want to choose something that's kind of cool to mix with them. Kind of hard because, like the rhino is easier because it's already kind of like you kind of almost imagine that when early explorers saw this, they might have thought it was a unicorn. Honestly, I don't know why, but for the elephant, that's another story. Really bulky, so I could kind of try and push its features a little, but I'm not sure what else to add. Like more tusks would be kind of cool. Or just bigger ones. But maybe add some of the fur from woolly mammoths. What else can I do? What can I do? Because, like, wings wouldn't make sense. But, like, something to... And their ears can't change. They have to have a big part of them is their ears. So I can make them more woolly, but it could be enough, I guess. I mean, only I knew like a legend on an elephant, of an elephant or something. There we go. That already makes that look bigger. I guess they all don't have to be 100% like fantasy. This one I'm thinking, like I don't know. It's like I'd have to really push it. Like maybe what would give it more protection? What if it's, well, actually, much like the what if you put like a harder carapace on top of the tusks? Like it's like they're made of like these teeth are actually like made out of like are actually this black color because they're like this like super hard material. That's one thing I could think of. What else? What else? I don't know. I mean, it's, I guess just saying it's bigger. Honestly, it's just say bigger and elephant, and you won. So, kind of ending on a kind of plain, but that's okay. It's a good, good boy. Despite the emo haircut I gave him. Get rid of that. There. Yeah, just make like a magical, maybe like they're like these like elemental creatures and they have like this magic aura around them, around their tusks to protect them. And like there's maybe their fur like shimmers or something, or I'll think of something. It'll look, I mean, I just think that they're such interesting. I mean, all these animals are so interesting. So I like it. This was really fun, and thank you for everyone who stopped by. It was really nice talking to Summit the Dragon, and nice seeing my usual visitors. And thanks for coming by, Dee. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed this one. I'm sure to do another one like this in the future. This was a lot of fun, so yeah. I'll do this again, and if anyone has any suggestions on animals or like legends that they want me to mix with animals, then yeah, that'll be fun. Or maybe I'll do another one with figure drawing where I'll mix those with like fantasy beings instead of creatures. So like then I could do more things like mermaids mixed with like someone in a certain pose or something, or yeah. Okay, that sounds fun. And like I said, I'm also going to try and do some scene stuff in the future, so that'll maybe be a challenge in the future for me. But yeah, thanks everyone for dropping by, and I'll see you all on Monday, and I hope you have an excellent weekend.